What's up, guys? Textradic here with another look at some of the figures we got in this week. Today we're looking at the Storm Collectables Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Final Challengers T-Hawk figure. Now, this guy was scheduled to release this year. I was thinking he wasn't going to be released probably to the end of the year because, you know, the thing about Storm Collectables and their line, their Street Fighter line, they take forever. Feelong took forever, you know, and then what's his name, Blanca took forever, and Bison kind of, you know, finally came in, you know, showed up at the, you know, basically at my doorstep last month, and I did a review on him, and now getting T-Hawk this early is kind of insane. So very exciting. So before we get into looking at the figure, let's do some background on T-Hawk. His name is Thunderhawk. So of course he's a character in the Street Fighter series. He started off in Super Street Fighter 2. He was introduced as one of the new four challengers, the new challengers, with Cammy, DJ, and Feelong. He is from Mexico, and he has indigenous roots. So his storyline focuses on protecting his people and reclaiming land taken from them. So yeah, I mean, he's a big guy. He's actually the tallest character, standing in at 7.7 inches tall, 7 feet 7 inches tall. So he's a big guy. I mean, you know, the thing about when he came out, I was very intrigued because I really liked the you know, I liked everything about him. I love the colors. I love the way they did it. I thought it was a really cool nod. But the problem is for me, like I think he was kind of too slow for me. And then just, of course, you know, that spinning power drive removed from Zangief, they made him, you know, to use that, and just executing that was hard. But I did like him, and I did like the fact that he not only was in Super Street Fighter 2, he jumped on Street Fighter 4. I think he was in the Super Street Fighter 4. And then he made an appearance in the Alpha series, Alpha 3. So really, really cool. I'm really wondering if we're gonna get a Storm Arena version of this guy, since it was kind of like a additional character. That'd be kind of cool. But to get this guy in a toy form, I'm excited because, yeah. So as you can see, here's the box for the character. You can see window box, whatever. It is a very tall box. This is very big. You got the character portrait here, the name Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Challengers, and then T-Hawk. It's supervised from Camcon. Very cool box. Gonna, of course, keep it. On the side, we have his artwork, as you can see. So, you know, what he looks like. I'm very surprised that he didn't get these. I mean, he doesn't have these arms, like, to do that. You can't really, you could try to do that pose, but, you know, yeah. And of course on the other side is the same thing, but here's the back. You can see the portrait of the character, of the figure itself, him standing tall, and all the different moves he has. And all this is, of course, is in China because I got it straight from Hong Kong itself. So, you know, of course, when we get the American version, and I probably think the reasoning why they take so long to release the US versions is probably they change up the, you know, all the, you know, lettering, because this is all in China, so, you know, and this is authentic. This is not a fake figure. So yeah, let's get this guy out of the package and get a closer look at the Street Fighter 2, Ultra Street Fighter 2 Final Challengers Thunderhawk figure. All right, here is T-Hawk out of the packaging, and he is massive. Like, this guy is definitely the tallest Storm Collectables figures I have. I mean, he's almost as tall as a Mondo figure. Like, this guy's huge. So looking great, loving the colors on him. All the cool things are there from the video game. So, you know, I'm very excited to, you know, have him in my collection. And, you know, it's so funny because I think now I'm gonna jump back on Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 4 and also Alpha, and just start playing with this guy and just, you know, checking him out, you know, because, yeah, this is really cool. So let's go ahead and get a closer look at him. All right. Here is that face sculpt. Jesus, that is so nice. I mean, look at that. He's got the war paint on his face. He's got that bandana on his head, the white and blue with the feather, with the, you know, the part here. The tip is pink. I thought that was some, the hair. I love how the hair flows over the head. Look at those eyebrows, those eyes, that mouth. I mean, he is freaking awesome. He's got that long hair, and that bandana goes all the way around. Oh, he looks great. Look at that face. Coming down, he has his jean jacket vest with the tassels on the side, which is really cool. You got the nice blues coming out on there. Goes around the back, and there's some more tassels on the back, which is really nice. Of course, you know, T-Hawk is very muscular, so you can see all his abs and everything. I mean, this guy's built. Seriously. I mean, you can't really see the back, but you know, this is removable if you want to take off the arms and pull this off and just have them like that. You can. Here his arms, his massive arms, and he has that yellow band around. And the cool thing about it is that, you know, instead of making a band and putting it over, it kind of it's indented into the shoulder there. So when you pop it off, or if you do that, it's on there, and it's pretty ingenious. So they don't have to have something moving up and down, so he can have that rotation there and all that stuff with no problem. Here comes his white. He has his white bracelets, big old fists. I mean, this guy is freaking, seriously, he is awesome. He's kicking the camera. Stop kicking the camera, T-Hawk. All right, now down to the midsection, you have this cool belt. I'm trying to see what it says. Hawk. Oh, it says Hawk. Yeah, wow. And brown, and then I guess it's kind of white there. You know. And then he has the pockets on his jeans there. Got the belt loops. Very good detail on that. They did a really good job with that. And then down to these big, massive legs. Now, the cool thing about it, there's a swivel here to move the leg, and it's kind of hidden in a sense underneath this. Like you can see it clearly, but from far away, well, maybe you can still see it. But there's that so, which is really cool. Like, actually, you know, I've seen some swivels on some of the other figures, and you know, they look really bad. You know, and I don't think Storm Collectables does that. But I've seen it on other figures where they do the swivel, like some of the female figures, and it looks like their leg is cut off. In a sense, like, they kind of hide it here with this, like they overlap that. So that's really neat. That's really cool. All right, down to the knees. Of course, you know, he's double jointed. It does look a little funky like that, but, you know, no worries on that. But it's very, of course, Storm Collectibles has that very smooth articulation. There's not really any stop to it. Like just anything with the arms, you know. Of course, underneath he has a butterfly joint to pull in and out. So, you know, you can really get him to, I mean, you can't get him into the pose where he's crossing his arms, but, you know, he definitely can bear hug someone. Down here he has these boots. I forgot what the name of them were, but, you know, he has the tassels here, the different, again, this is basically some type of, you know, I guess tribal thing, you know. His big old feet right here. And for some reason, I thought that this was regular, but it actually has toe articulation too. So that's really cool because you can do them different poses and all that. So yeah, this guy is freaking awesome. I'm very happy about this one. So let's see all the accessories he comes with, because he does come with a lot of stuff. There's some surprising stuff too. All right, let's go look at the head sculpts. Here's his one grinning, angry expression on there. Looking really angry. Of course, that's not gonna stay up because of that extra hair. Then he has his yelling pose, and this basically he uses when he does his special moves. Alright. And of course he comes with his beat up face. He don't look that bad, does he? So that's really cool. And oh, you got blood all over the headband, which is crazy. It'd be kind of funny if these were broken or something, you know? So I gotta be careful with these because we don't want to lose those. Alright, so he does come with different hands, obviously. He has the grasping hands to do his special crazy move that he does. Oh, wait a minute, those are two. Oh, I messed up. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry. These two are the right and left regular grip. I mean, and then he has, I guess they're the open hand there. And then this is almost kind of like a gripping hand to choke someone, I guess. And then he has his beer can hands. I'm just kidding. You can grasp onto something. His gripping hands. And then his slap your mama hands. Or the hands that he used to fly with his special move. Alright. So basically that's all he comes with in terms of, you know, stuff that he comes with. I was kind of disappointed. I was actually hoping that he'd come with his hawk, but he doesn't. But he does come with something else. So, which is kind of interesting. Probably they wanted to do this for a while, and I'm surprised they didn't come with Guile. What I'm gonna do is let me clear this up real quick to show you what else came with him. Alright, so it comes with the boxes to make the crates in Guile stage, which is very interesting. I think to me that's very interesting because, you know, it's like, what? Like, why would this come with this and not Guile? So you just put that in. Looks like, well, no, he doesn't come with two. So there's two different ones. There's this one that he comes that I'm putting in now, which is on this side. Is it numbered? No, it's the same. You just kind of put that together. If it doesn't take too long, we don't want to be doing this all night. So I just go into these little bins here. So if you want to make just going like that. Alright, let's get the top. I'll just put this on top. There you go, we got the box, which is very interesting. It's accessory for them to come out with. You know, and it's weird because it comes with T-Hawk and not Guile. Now there's another piece here where you make the broken box. So you make the broken one so you can wait. Oh, here's the numbers. So this has the numbers. I don't know if I did the other one with numbers right. I don't know if I did that right. Yeah, I don't know if I did the numbers right, but well. So here's the number right here, 1. Gotta find 1. 1 is over here. So. I'm just gonna push it down. Get snapping. And then here is 2, which goes here. I think this goes like that. I think I'm supposed to put, wait, the one's already in there. Alright, so it has to go from the side, right? Yeah, okay, maybe a little difficulties here. Trying to get it in. There we go. Yep. You gotta put this one in first. Yeah. Push it in there. Wait, what? Alright, anyway. I'll get it together. Because this is 4. Yeah, it's 4. So 1. 2. 3. And then 4 needs to go like that. It's not backwards, is it? No, it's this way. Alright, I'm having some difficulty here with that. Somewhat, a little bit, because of this one just not. There we go, I got it. Alright, and there's actually another piece that probably goes here, I guess, right? Like that, I guess. Is that how that goes? Maybe like this. Alright, here's a broken one. So that's interesting that this comes with it. Am I going to use it? Yeah, I'll probably place it somewhere, but the only downfall is that you only got 1, and of course in the stage there's 2, 1 on each side. So, but it's a cool, cool thing that you can do. Interesting. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so let's get this guy on my turntable to get my final thoughts on the Street Fighter Alpha. Wait, Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Final Challengers T-Hawk figure from Storm Collectables. All right, let's do some comparison times, nice comparison times to the other Street Fighter figures in the Storm Collectables line. First up is Sagat. First Sagat was my tallest guy in the line, but now you can see T-Hawk now dwarfs him. Kind of funny on that. All right. Next up, the other big brawler wrestler guy, and that is Zangief. So of course, T-Hawk is much taller than him. But as you say, Zangief is big guy. So, all right, and then finally, let's see what Chun-Li looks like next to him. She's tiny, and I'm really hoping that we get another Chun-Li and for the Storm Collectables, different version, hopefully. So let's just go ahead and do my final thoughts now. So we'll just move this guy over. And it's really cool that they included this background. They do include all the backgrounds of Storm Arena, which is really cool. And actually even Jada also has been doing that also. So it's really cool to have that, so you can do a background and put your characters behind a cool scene. All in all, this guy is pretty awesome. I love everything about him. The colors, the face sculpts are just great. Everything is cool. Big time representation for the game. I mean, this guy is just phenomenal. Only downfall, I guess, it's cool to have these boxes, which is neat. But the problem with these boxes is that, I mean, it's a cool idea, but I just really feel like maybe they should have done like an accessory pack or something and released them, because I don't know. I think we could have got at least, his eagle, because that's part of the game. So that would have been pretty cool. But Maybe they'll release another version of him with the eagle. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so what do you guys think? Do you guys collect this line? And are you excited for more? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, we'll see you later.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.